The most important part about Christmas is giving. Whether you're giving thanks, giving presents to your family, giving money to charity, giving toys to kids in need, or just giving a little Christmas cheer to other people, you're truly embracing the true meaning of Christmas. In my house, we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ and talk about being kind and how God has given so much to us. However, whether you live in a religious household or not, giving is such an important lesson to learn. So while we do try to do multiple things to give back during the holiday season, like ringing bells for the Salvation Army or random acts of kindness, today we're talking about giving a gift basket for a couple neighbors. We want to spread some Christmas cheer and make our friends feel special. There were a couple of things that we needed to consider first. Will people actually eat cookies if we make them? Due to this whole COVID thing. How much do we want to spend? Who do we want to make gift baskets for? After we answered these questions, we got to putting our baskets together. We included some homemade chocolate cookies. Honestly, these turned out so good, and I will tell you how to make them at the end of this video. Homemade candy, which is a specialty of my grandma's. A jar of homemade hot cocoa mix, some finger puppets, a couple of crafts, pencils, sharpeners, erasers, stickers, and notebooks. And here's how it turned out, and I think it looks great. So now I'm going to tell you all how to make these amazing chocolate snowball cookies. And honestly, they're so fudgy and delicious. My son was so excited when he bit into one and he goes, "Oh my gosh, it just tastes like brownies." So here's how we do that. The ingredients include 1 2/3 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, half a cup of cocoa powder, 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, half a cup of butter softened, 1 1/4 cups plus 1/3 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and half a cup of powdered sugar. So I'm sure that you won't remember all of this. So in the description, I will have a link to my blog where all of this will be available to you so that you don't have to try and memorize it. Here are the steps. Add the flour, baking powder, cocoa powder, and salt to a medium bowl. Mix to combine. Set aside. Step 2. Add butter and 1 1/4 cups of sugar to a large bowl. Beat with electric mixer until light and fluffy. Step 3. Crack eggs into a small bowl. Throw away shells and wash your hands, which is what my son was doing while he was, off. Step 4. Add eggs and vanilla to butter mixture. Mix until smooth and creamy. Step 5, add dry ingredients to wet ingredients. Mix until a soft dough forms. We got some help from my husband for that one, so that's great. And I'll tell you what, this dough is so thick, I thought my motor for my mixer was gonna go out. So, be careful while you're mixing. And definitely, if you smell something burning, stop it. So after we're done mixing all of that together, we are going to cover our dough with saran wrap and refrigerate it for an hour. Then we are going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Line 2 baking sheets with parchment paper. Step 8 is scoop a level tablespoon of dough, roll into a 1-inch ball, repeat to use all of the cookie dough. Step 9, you add 1/3 cup of sugar to one small bowl, add a third of a cup of powdered sugar to another small bowl. Step 10, make snowballs. You dip each ball of dough into sugar and then dunk generously in powdered sugar to coat. Step 11, set dough on baking sheets. Step 12, we are going to bake them for 10 minutes and cool them for 10 minutes before eating them. And honestly, I think that they turned out pretty good and they taste delicious. They might not look perfect and they might not look exactly how we intended them to, but I think that my son did a great job. He was fully helpful and I am very proud of him. So after we get all of that done, I will show you a picture of our finished cookies. And here they are. Owen had such a blast running up to everyone's houses and putting our little gifts on their front porch. So do something kind for someone. And as always, from my family to yours, Merry Christmas.